Okay, today is a special day for me because today I get to look at something that is going to save me a ton of money and might even make me a little bit of money. Most of the time I open these things up on my bench, I'm not going to be doing that with this one because this weighs 50 kilograms, which is about 110 pounds. So I'm going to save myself a little bit of work. Okay, wow. We do have wheels. Thank goodness. Oh, that's cool. Just in case you want to save yourself a little effort, they actually got some little drain cleaners. That is a substantial piece of equipment. So it does come with some gloves. And these are actually what look like leak-proof gloves. We got our accessories. Looks like we got a couple of different heads. We have a handle, and we've got our instructions. Okay. So I do like this design. We got these pipes right here, so that's going to slide over these elbows. So we can fold this thing down if we need to make a little bit more storage. We lift it up, these pipes are going to slide down, and that is going to hold it in place. There's a belt wrapped around the drum, and that is going to be what is supplying our rotation. So this big motor right here, that is going to be what's driving the whole thing. That is 120 volts, and that is GFCI protected, so that's excellent. And in the instructions, it says there's a couple of different models. This one is the large one. This is the 1/2 inch. So this can handle up to 100 feet. So in the instructions, they have an interesting idea here. So it says to use an extension pipe. So you take a pipe and you put it on the end here to make up the room of where you're going to actually be snaking out. And that's actually a pretty good idea because what you don't want is to have a length of this cable hanging out, have that thing spinning, and then especially if it starts jump roping, it could actually just grab you. Extension pipe is actually a pretty good idea. I've never thought of that. I like that they put that in here. On the top, we got this guard, so it's going to protect us so we're not accidentally putting our hands on the belt. But in the event that anything dumb happens, you got that thumb nut, so we can easily pop that guy off. So they get you a better look at the mechanism. Nice that they made that easy to work on. I also just like this open cage design. So in the event that this thing sucks up anything, we can shut it off, probably unplug it, and then clean that gunk out. And then right beside the motor, we got our switch. So it's kind of hard to see, but this is clockwise, off, counterclockwise. And then we got a couple of hanging hooks right here so we can wrap up those cables. So it looks like this handle is going to thread into this nut, and that is going to be for our clutch. So you can see if we spin it right now, the head does spin, but it doesn't drive in or out. If we pull this down, now it is going to drive that head out. If we pull it back, it is going to drive it back. So fairly easy to control. It is very nice we have the option of controlling both the in and out as well as the direction with that switch. Now when the clutch is out, we can just grab this and we can start feeding that in. So that way if we just need to get it to a spot, we can just feed that in manually, and then when we know we're there, we can start actually running it and clearing out that clog. So we got quite a few heads here. We got some serrated dredges, we got some shovel heads, we got olives, and we got this 2-blade. Very nice. So all we got to do is pick the one we like that we think is going to be able to do the job, grab a washer and a bolt, and thread that guy in. And we got this Allen. Looks like they actually put a spring on there, so maybe you can hook it onto something. Smart idea. Now in my case, the foot pedal came where it was crushed. I'm not sure if they come that way normally, but this needs to be inflated in order to start operating it. I also don't see a way of bleeding that, so I just pulled this cover off. It was 2 screws, and we can see we got our pressure switch right here. So all I'm going to do, there is a nut right here. I'm going to undo that, and that way we can get some air into that switch. So it still doesn't look great. I think I'll even out, but we can hear it actuating that switch. So this cover didn't really need to come off. All we had to do is undo that nut. So, cool. Nice. So what's nice about that, I can have that thing in clockwise. It is not going to do anything until I actually put my foot on that pedal.
Put it on clockwise. Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It's going.
Oh yeah, look at that. Shit, it's going all the way in there.
Nice.
Yeah, I went past the food truck. Yeah. That's an ominous hoe.
It's rubbing on the belt. It's okay, you can keep going. I'll just do this.
I think that's it's the clutch kicking in because I'm pretty sure it's the clutch because that's when it's going to a curb and it like hits a curb.
Oh, okay.
And it needs like torque or whatever.
More juice.
Yeah, this is nice, man.
thought it was gonna be loud.
I know, huh? Remember those old school ones?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the guy will be like smoking a cigarette.
Right, yeah.
Eating an apple.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're way down there. Look.
Nice.
It's gonna come out of somewhere down there. They're gonna be like, oh!
Yeah, right. What is that?
Oh yeah.
Ain't that hard?
See it hit another curve, but it's going right down, bro.
Heck yeah.
You can tell when it hits the curve because it comes up and then it finds itself. You know?
Okay.
See, it's still
You
rolling.
can kind of feel it?
Yeah. Well, you see it bow up. You
Oh,
see
okay.
it bow because it's hitting something.
I got you.
You know?
And then it just pushes itself through.
Yeah, it snakes itself through.
That's awesome.
Hence a snake.
It's got a line forever, huh?
Yeah, bro, it's awesome.
I was like, how long is this thing gonna go? Let's keep on going.
And it's thick, you know?
Yeah. That's the big one.
See it? It hits.
Yeah, okay.
But it's finding itself out.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Look at that. Neat.
We good?
Yeah.
All right, bro. Now let's wind it up. Look, it winds itself up really good too. I mean, you would have to stop and
Yeah, you
everything.
don't have to do anything. That's really nice.
Yeah.
So you can see, I could definitely see that being a big pain if you gotta
Oh, bro.
stop and then fix it.
Because it would be tangled and everything,
Right.
you know? And you'd be so tired that you wouldn't care, but the next time,
Yeah, right,
be all
right. Yeah, exactly. You just take the whole thing and throw it in your truck.
Yeah.
Big bundle mess.
you're like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Seeing it's pulling it, because it's hard to pull that out.
Right. So yeah, that is a pretty awesome machine.